Hi, everyone, and welcome to our weekly Altadena Community Meeting. I want to start by sharing that the Disaster Interim Ordinance, which I introduced at the beginning of September, will be on tomorrow's Board of Supervisors agenda. This ordinance will allow the county to expand the ability for homeowners to rebuild their homes without unnecessary delays for land use approvals. It allows for streamlined discretionary approvals for modifications to individual properties, which will ensure that they can keep things moving through the permitting process. Tomorrow's action ensures we can extend the ordinance through next year. Simultaneously, the Department of Regional Planning is developing a permanent ordinance, which will include meaningful community engagement. This is an important step forward for the Altadena community. Meanwhile, we are also ensuring all properties are cleared of debris so we can continue the momentum on rebuilding. Many commercial and residential properties have been given additional time to complete this work, but the deadline is tomorrow, October 7th. Properties that have not made substantial progress will go through an abatement process where the county will move to clear those properties. We need to ensure that our communities are clear of ash and debris as folks begin to rebuild and recover. On that note, I am excited that so many residents have already begun rebuilding. More than 200 projects have started construction and called for inspection. Many more homes are doing roof framing and running utilities. More than 470 permits have been issued for the Eaton fire area, including more than 350 residential units. There are more than 50 permits that have been approved that are pending applicants pulling their permits. While these numbers show significant progress, we still have more work to do. I encourage you all to sign up for notifications from Epic LA for your permits to closely track your progress. More than 300 building plans have been returned with comments. LA County Building and Safety is making calls weekly to those applicants with return plans and offering meetings to architects and engineers to help them understand the comments and corrections needed. We're also continuing to roll out other tools to help with the permitting process. One of those is Archistar, an AI-generated tool that helps review your building plans before they're submitted to save you time on revisions. We're no longer beta testing the tool, so it's been fully tested and is ready for you to use. I hope that you will take advantage of this free and useful tool to help on your rebuilding journey. Before I wrap up, I also want to highlight that the Cal Assist Mortgage Fund program is still available. These disaster relief grants are providing up to $20,000 to homeowners impacted by the Eaton fire. These are grants, not loans, so they do not have to be repaid. There is still funding available, and many of our Altadena residents will qualify. So I encourage you to take advantage of this opportunity. Head to nhslacounty.org, again, nhslacounty.org to apply. Altadena, we're here for you throughout every step of this process, and I am committed to equipping you with every resource available. With that, let's get to the rest of the meeting.
Hello, my name is Glenn Cam, and I am a Principal Planner for LA County's Department of Regional Planning. Today, I will provide an overview of the Archistar eCheck software and a brief demonstration on how it works. Archistar is both the name of the company and a customer-facing web application that reviews architectural plans and site plans before they are submitted to the department. It uses artificial intelligence, or AI for short, to check plans for compliance with LA County zoning and building codes. Archistar reviews plans for single-family home rebuilds in the R1 single-family residential zone, which is the zone for the majority of the affected parcels in the Altadena area. For planning's review process, there are two options for the rebuild permit. The first is like for like, which is the same house before the fire with some allowances. And the second is not like for like, which is a new design but will require the full zoning review. E-check software can flag potential issues early and reduce errors and unnecessary delays. E-check is part of the larger effort to streamline rebuilding in the disaster-affected areas of LA County. It can reduce the back and forth between applicants and LA County staff, making the process more predictable. E-check will help maintain and improve review times as the number of applications increase. To access Archistar's e-check, please visit the county's recovery website at recovery.lacounty.gov. At the top of the webpage, click on Rebuilding. Then, under Permitting, scroll down to LA County e-check. From there, you will be able to sign up for the free account. Now, we'll take a look at how e-check works through a brief demonstration. In this video clip, an Archistar engineer is seen accessing the login page as shown from the previous slide. The engineer signs into their free account. Once the window loads, the user will be able to search for their property. The engineer types in their address in the search bar on the left-hand side. When the AI locates the property information will be pulled and displayed. The user will be prompted to choose which type of plan review will be needed. For our demonstration purposes, we will choose the like-for-like option. A set of questions will follow, which will help create a profile for your submission. Some of these questions have been pre-filled based on the data the AI pulls from the county system. The user will then be prompted to upload their plans. It is as easy as clicking them, dragging it over, and dropping it into the small window to the left. At this point, Archistar will take their plans and deconstruct it, then feed it into their e-check software. Once complete, an email will follow to confirm the submission. Archistar will check the plans against the zoning code and provide specific feedback with pass, fail, or manual review results. Once the user's plans have been processed, the results can be reviewed through an interactive report. Archistar is able to pull from aerial images from before and after the fire to establish a baseline for the size and height of structures and where they were located. Where there is green, the specific code section is satisfied. Where there is red, a correction will need to be made. In some instances, a yellow or blue color will show. This means a planner will need to manually review the item as there may not be enough information provided in the plans. Applicants can then fine-tune their plans and submit to the county. If an applicant wants to resubmit their plans to Archistar for an additional review, they may. This concludes the demonstration. Before I conclude the presentation, I will provide a brief background. On July 15th, the e-check pilot program launched. During this testing phase, interested applicants could submit their plans while helping Archistar and the department train the AI software. This training process frequently showed that the AI was consistent and accurate in applying the zoning code to all received rebuild applications. As of October 1st, the pilot program transitioned into a full launch. Best of all, the Archistar e-check tool is completely free. The goal of Archistar's e-check is to reduce the back and forth with staff and have a smoother, quicker overall rebuild process. This can result in money and time savings for everyone. It will also allow LA County planners to focus their efforts and energies on more important things, such as engaging communities like Altadena, understanding needs, and continuing to serve them. The Archistar e-check tool is only possible thanks to a public, private, and philanthropic partnership with Amazon, Autodesk, the California Fire Foundation, LA Rises and Governor Newsom's office, and Steadfast LA. Thank you, and this concludes our presentation on Archistar.
Hi, I'm Ms. Archistar, Deputy Director for Health Protection with the Department of Public Health. We know there are Altadena residents impacted by the Eaton fire whose homes were on a cesspool or a septic system for their on-site wastewater treatment. As folks rebuild, we know there are a lot of questions about the use of these systems, and I'd like to review briefly the rebuilding requirements. The Los Angeles Regional Water Quality Control Board allows the continued use of existing cesspools for post-fire like-for-like rebuilds in the Altadena area, provided that the cesspool remains functional and no additional wastewater load is introduced. What this means is that homeowners may not add bedroom or bedroom equivalents, pools or spas, accessory dwelling units, or any other feature that could increase wastewater flow. If a property owner intends to include additional bedrooms or equivalents, the cesspool must then be upgraded either to a septic system or connected to a public sewer if the public sewer is within 200 linear feet of the property. Approval from the Department of Public Health is required for any septic system conversions. The conversion from a cesspool to a septic system requires designation of a future expansion area, and this typically involves geotechnical testing, which is soil or percolation testing. The Department of Public Health Environmental Health Division is looking into alternate approaches that would allow property owners to file a covenant saying that they agree to install an advanced treatment system if the existing system fails, potentially eliminating the need for the upfront geological testing. The covenant language is presently being drafted and undergoing review by our attorneys. We hope to have this document completed and available to share with property owners by early November. Allowing the use of the covenant instead of immediate geological testing will enable construction to proceed while ensuring compliance with wastewater system requirements. The covenant is also a cost-effective solution for property owners in areas planning public sewer construction, as it will defer any expenses that might ultimately become unnecessary should the sewer project be completed. You can get additional information on our website at www.ph.lacounty.gov. And you can also email us with any questions at dlanduse@ph.lacounty.gov. Thank you for your time.
Good afternoon. I'm Ethan Marquez, the captain of Altadena Sheriff Station. I want to take a few minutes to update you on recent crime trends in Altadena with a particular focus on home burglaries. Over the past several months, we've seen a dramatic decrease in home burglaries. While Altadena recovers from the Eaton fire, the deputies remain proactive, stopping crimes before they happen. Due to the number of homes being rebuilt and the residents returning, we are shifting our focus from vacant home checks to construction checks. If your home is under construction and you'd like a deputy to meet with you and your contractor on methods to secure your property, please contact us via our email address, altadenahomechecks@lasd.org. It's the same one we've been using for the home checks. The Sheriff's Department will continue to support Altadena and keep our staffing in Altadena elevated. I'd like to remind everyone that crime prevention is always a shared responsibility, and to continue with crime prevention strategies we've mentioned in the past regarding motion activity cameras, quickly reporting crimes, and calling the station when you believe a crime may be occurring or a crime has occurred. These simple solutions have helped the Altadena deputies catch criminals in the act and aided the detectives in their prosecution. Thank you for your time, your vigilance, and your commitment to our community.